Welcome, I'm Nicole Kranz. When responding on site, you want to be able to do your best to support the managers and employees at the site. So, how can this be accomplished? Is there a particular approach that is golden or perfect and able to wipe away the incident like it never happened? Not quite. While we do have our best practice models and subscribe to the ACT model of acknowledge, communicate, and transition when we do our responses, what I really wanted to talk with you about today is a different element of the on-site response altogether. Today, we'll be talking about the importance of an empathic relationship in building trust and promoting openness. What is empathy? The ability to understand and share the feelings of another. In order to do this, the other person has to be willing to share their feelings with you. What makes someone willing to share how they're feeling after a potentially disruptive event has shaken their world? Trust. Before someone will open themselves up and share potentially painful feelings with us, they need to feel like they're in a safe environment where someone understands them, is willing to listen, and quick to show empathy. A successful response is meeting the individual where they are and assisting them as they move forward through their feelings and forward to their new normal. In order to help them move forward, they'll need to trust that you will offer them effective ways to cope and help themselves through their reactions. So, what is trust? Trust is an expectancy that people can rely on others. Trust is a two-way thing. You must first be trustworthy before you can expect others to trust you. What is openness? Openness is a lack of secrecy or concealment. When an employee is being open with you, they'll be telling you the truth and not trying to hide or conceal anything. This happens when they trust you. Normally, trust is gained over a longer period of time, weeks, months, sometimes even years. But in an on-site response, you don't have that much time. You probably don't even have the full 50-minute therapy hour. So, how is it possible to build trust in that short amount of time? The best way to start is right away, when you get assigned to a case. The relationship that you form with the on-site contact, even before you arrive, is very important to the success of your overall response. When you go on site, you meet with a contact person to discuss the response, your role, their role, and ensure that you're on the same page with the plan of action. Doing this automatically builds trust between you and the on-site contact. You are there to help. You came to the boss first. You are open to their needs and requests. You came prepared and already had a rough plan for the day. But you also merged your plan with their needs. You respected their authority, their desires, and their ideas. You took the time to listen to them regarding their people and themselves. You might have given that some ideas to consider. Once you've done all that, you have reciprocated the trust that company already placed in you and have showed them that you are worthy to be trusted. So now you have the trust of the boss. Chances are you'll also build additional credibility and trust through your educational group briefing. Afterwards, you'll open a room for one-on-one sessions with employees. Have the boss that has already placed trust in you tell the employees to go see you if they have a need for support, and that generates trust between you and the employees already by virtue of you being trusted by the boss. Don't lose that trust. So, what are some other ways to continue to build trust in short periods of time? What about during your interaction with individuals in the one-on-one interventions? Be honest with others and do what you say you will do. Don't lie about anything because that chips away trust. Don't sugarcoat the truth either. Be honest and forthcoming. Tell them it's not going to be easy, it's going to take work. Things will get better, but in the meantime, here are some things you can do to cope. Don't make promises you can't deliver on. Instead, give them real hope with ways they can cope and recover. Don't just say things that sound nice or make them feel better in the moment. Always do the right thing. If you mess up, fess up. Being transparent and authentic shows vulnerability, and you will be seen as someone who has nothing to hide, and therefore someone who is trustworthy. If someone sees you not doing the right thing, word will spread and trust will be hurt, damaged, or completely stripped away. Communicate. Some misunderstandings can cause suspicions to enter into people's minds. Don't let that happen. If something comes up that could be misinterpreted, like if you're looking at your watch, someone walking by catches your eye, or you get distracted in some way for any reason, explain what happened and redirect their focus back to the situation at hand, letting the person know you are fully present with them again. The second part of communication comes in actively listening to the employee. By doing this, you'll build empathy and understanding of the employee and their situation, which will build up their trust in you. A large portion of trust is feeling understood. Once you have that piece, the employee is more likely to trust the suggestions you make since you know where they're coming from. Demonstrate your competence. You have spoken with many people who have gone through something similar to the employee you are speaking to right now. Use that information to your benefit. You understand how people respond typically after a potentially disruptive event. Use that knowledge. Don't claim absolutes. You don't know how they are doing or how they will react, but you do know many common reactions and feelings. You also know many things that are helpful from other employees' perspectives. Use that knowledge to help guide you. When you are able to show that you know what you're talking about, not because you went to school, but because you listen to others and remember what works and what doesn't work for them, how they feel and how they reacted to events similar, the employee you're currently speaking with will learn to trust you even more because they know you listen. Show them that you care. Communicate your care through your body language and your words. Speak from the heart. Take an empathic perspective. Working to see the situation from the employee's perspective can go a long way. Even if their perspective seems flawed in some way or doesn't make sense to you, try to dwell in their situation from their perspective. Work to be present, side by side with them, until you can see where they're coming from. That will help build trust. Also, show your commitment to them by not acting like you need to be somewhere else. Don't check your watch or look around. Keep your focus on them. Be present and actively listen to their concerns. Respect also goes along with this. When people feel respected, they don't put up walls or try to defend themselves. They are more apt to be open to sharing honestly and listening actively. So there you have it. No need for perfect therapy or a magic wand. Supporting management and employees is all about the little things that really add up. To promote trust and openness, begin with effective communication, respect, competence, and flexibility when you are engaging with the on-site contact. Be honest, always do the right thing, communicate effectively, actively listen, and engage in conversation. Demonstrate your competence. Show empathy, care, and commitment. Be respectful. Thank you for listening to this edition of Inside Crisis.